Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Iconic Bilo bringing you a vlog sort of topic based video. I tried to do this exact topic a couple times for game mastery, and the video and audio ended up failing. I don't really know exactly what's going on with that. If any of you guys have seen it and know exactly what's going on, make sure to let me know. I have a few things going on with it. I don't really know if it's my Elgato or something like that, but it's giving me quite a few issues. The video's fucking up. But today I would like to talk about bullying and my bullying story personally. Just that way there's more people talking about it. Mostly because I don't agree with some people's judgment on it and stuff like that. So as always, everybody's gonna throw out their opinion. So I'm gonna throw out mine. Um I was bullied from about second grade to about fourth grade, maybe first grade until about fourth grade. This kid was about 1 year older than me and probably was my best friend for about 6 months of the time at the beginning. I ended up moving into a new apartment in an apartment building in kindergarten, and this guy moved in about maybe 6 months later when I started about first grade. Um, when he first moved in, we were best friends and probably hung out about every day. And at this point, his brothers probably mental issues started becoming worse. He supposedly had ADHD, but he had one of the meanest anger streaks I've ever seen in my life. Um, my sister has cerebral palsy, and this kid continually tried to attack her and stuff like that. While she was riding her bike, he sat there and would try and break out her training wheels from underneath of her, stuff like that. It ended up resulting in me and him getting into a fist fight and stuff like that. And that's not where it stopped. Um, his brother ended up coming after me because I beat the living shit out of his brother. Obviously, it was bound to happen. But his brother ended up coming after me. We ended up fighting probably once a week or so for about good 3 or 4 months. Neither one of us really winning. Him normally ending up bloodier than me, but my conscious, not conscious, morale being broken quite a bit. I ended up becoming massively depressed in second grade and third grade. I didn't really end up going to school quite a bit, especially in fourth grade. My teacher was shit, but other than that, that's a different story. But it made school a hell of a lot harder. Not because of the bullying or exactly what was going on, but it made school harder because of it happening. Not because I would see that person or because it was continuous, but just it happening in general. Everybody says that bullying is made worse now because of the internet. You can always press power and turn it off. I don't understand why people are saying it's so horrible to just get offline. But in the end, there's nothing to combat bullying. That shit made me feel horrible. Getting in fist fights every week and stuff like that. It makes you feel like you're less of a person. Even when I was that young, like, there's nothing I could have done to change it. Um, my cousin ended up getting into a fist fight with him. Now, this guy was a year older than me at this point. I was in about fourth grade, which would put him in fifth or sixth grade, depending on when he went into school. I know eventually he ends up in my grade, but I don't know exactly when um, he ended up failing or how many times he ended up failing. My cousin ended up beating the living piss out of him, and he ended up going back outside with a baseball bat and telling his mom he was beaten by a woman, and his mom didn't believe him. His mom told him he was full of shit and that she wouldn't believe him after that ever again. Yeah, crazy story. That's not where it ends. Um, we ended up keep fighting probably about once every month or so. Ended up kept playing video games together and stuff like that. But the bullying stopped. It was weird. It was more of like a power grab for him. I stopped hanging out with him as much. I started hanging out with other people, playing video games with other people, and making him not one of the biggest parts of my life, obviously, with dealing with being bullied and stuff like that. Many people think that them being bullied and stuff like that is the be all end of all of their existence, and that's not what it's worth. It's not worth risking many people trying to attempt suicide and stuff like that nowadays, just off people saying bad things about them. If my kid were going through that, I would move them out of the school if I needed to, go into the school and deal with it. It's not just your problem or anybody's problem. It's not singular. Everybody deals with it, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. That person that's not talking at lunch is dealing with it. That person that's making jokes about everybody has dealt with it. And all of you need to understand that you're not alone, especially in depression, being bullied. Obviously, I'll have videos coming out about everything that I've dealt with, just because I feel like this is a healthier way to deal with it than dealing with it myself. Um, but if you are being bullied online, make sure you turn off your computer. Deal without social media for a week, maybe two. Everybody has different opinions, and you can't take them as personal as everybody takes them nowadays. And that's the main thing I wanted to get across. Everybody takes everybody's opinion as the main thing that they need to deal with in life. My opinion shouldn't matter to you unless I'm a major person in your life. And if I'm a major person in your life and my opinion hurts you, then obviously you're going to be hurt. But you should be able to get over it. People dealing with being bullied and stuff like that consistently deal with it, whether or not there's internet involved, work involved, school involved. You deal with it on a daily basis, almost all day, every day. Not because it's in front of you, but because you think about it. And that's the part where a lot of people are missing it. Obviously, everybody becoming completely. Masculinity is being driven out of quite a few people, especially males. Um, Especially when people are being put down when they're bullied and stuff like that. You can't let people get to you like that. And that's exactly what I wanted to say in this video. So if you guys would like to hear more about the story or anything that I've gone through myself, make sure you click the subscribe button. But I would like to end the story first. We ended up being in the same school, going through high school. We both moved to a nearby town, obviously, but we ended up being in high school pretty much together the entire 4 years until his family member passed away. He ended up moving, but it was a weird time. So, as always, guys, this has been your boy Iconic Bilo. I hope this has helped you, and make sure you have a good fucking day.